is my dishwashing station right now. I'm going to improve this. Either I'm gonna convince the boss to let me put some running water closer to the house, or I'm gonna put a sink basin and a table over here by the spigot. Yeah, I need something. I need help to wash dishes. Do you wanna wash dishes? Do you wanna come wash my dishes? There's not that many. Corey's making beautiful banana pancakes on the Coleman grill. Oh yeah, we also got a second pantry food locker and we've already filled it up.
And a washing station.
So now I'm getting there. You're messing with my narrative. Now we have 2 pantry lockers, but I'd still like another one. And Corey redesigned our washing station so it's now indoors. So that's cold soapy water, and that is regular water, which we can pour hot water from the electric kettle in there. And both of those spigots will run continuously into this bin. Scrubby, scrubby, scrub. Dishes go in the drying rack there. Old water into the garden.
Woo.
Bravo, babe.
And crunch peanut butter, crunch peanut butter.
I just wanted to expound on this idea a moment. What I'm doing out here is no one's responsibility but mine, and it's only my responsibility because I have chosen to make it my responsibility. I did not ask. I mean, I got the blessing of all of my various family members before I moved out here, but I did not ask them to take on this responsibility with me, nor do I want them to feel like I have obligated them to this responsibility by virtue of timing. The only 2 people that I feel I've obligated to this are myself and Corey over there, who just walked in and made me feel vulnerable. Because we're the only 2 people who've chosen to be out here, and that's great. We made the choice knowing that we too would be out here doing this. That's it. There's the frame from the outside with a coat of paint. What are you building?
Chicken tractor.
Chickens can drive tractors?
Yes, we drive it for them.
Oh,
We pull them along, and their poop gets all on the ground.
cool.
Yeah.
You can't really tell on video at all, but it's screened in. It's painted and there is bug screen. So now I just have to go take a bunch of 2x4 cutoffs, fill all these gaps up here so that the fact that that's screened in actually matters. But I like where it's going. Show me how that works again.
So we.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. We still need to cut this out and this out of the front here,
Mm-hmm.
and then fill it with hay, and then there will be a bar across the back to lock
To hold them in,
Uh-huh. And then you will just go
pull them
like-
out, steal the
uh-huh.
eggs,
Yeah.
and then this thing on the front that you were playing with
Like
locks
if-
them in once we
Yeah, like if we don't want them to lay or something, we can block them
lock.
off.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's their perches. And then we'll put this last roof on once we get hinges.
Got to take another trip to the hardware store. It's the story of our lives. All right, so I need to fill these gaps at the top of the walls where the purlins raise the roof, literally, above the top edges of the wall. So that's really easy because the purlins are 2x4s, meaning I already know that a 2x4 is gonna fill that gap perfectly. I just need to go measure the gaps, make my cuts, and fill the gap. So I've done one, And what I'm basically doing is fitting the board up in there and then coming up from underneath this hollow square tube steel through the bottom of it with a self-drilling metal screw into the bottom of the wood down here to affix this end. And then the top end, I'm driving a wood screw through the purlin into this end of the board. That'll secure it on both ends and also from 2 different axes. And then I can just put the next one in, do the same thing, go from underneath, and then come in to the other end from the purlin and do it all the way up and then all the way back down the other side. And then of course I'll come back in and fill the gaps. Tetrising scraps to fill in the gaps. As you can see, I have filled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaps. Almost halfway. But I needed a jello break. Tetris and scraps to fill the gaps. And then I will caulk around it. Maybe yellow foam. Need to do a quick shout out to Condor Knives and to my dad who bought me this machete. This is the Condor Knives Golok machete. And this thing, it's much thicker than you'd imagine. Look at that spine. And also this recurved style is very attractive. It's got a really big wooden grip on it with a really big pommel. It feels really, really well balanced in the hand, and it feels like there's no way it's coming out of your hand. I was just using it to chop some hose down out of the rafters, and it was beautiful. Just worked beautifully. Thanks, Dad. The gaps are all closed in. Now I'll come behind with some yellow foam for the big holes and some caulk for the little ones. But for the most part, nothing thicker than a nickel's getting in here. That's outside. That's inside.
I didn't even pre-drill that, and it felt like it. Is that grabbing? Yeah.
Nice. Can you show us how this lid opens? Hey! Looks like the chickens can just like climb out though. These spaces are huge.
Yeah. They can probably jump out. But there's a roof.
Oh, there's a roof.
This is your home now.
I
This is where you
feel
live.
that. I feel that. It's an upgrade.
Oh. The little sliders made out of, I always want to say PCP, but PVC. So we can put the sliders on the back down here to help pull it, and then I've got 2, what are they called? Eye bolt hooks or something to go right in here. And then I've got the 12 gauge wire that we'll use for the handle, and then cut a little bit of hose to put on the wire so that we can pull it.
All right, so we'll physically pull it from this end and it slides on PVC skids at the back?
Yep.
Cool. Cool, babe.